Welcome to Penny for Your Shots, conversations and cocktails with brilliant women. I'm your host, Penny Fitzgerald, and I believe the best stories are the ones shared over a glass of wine or a cocktail. Each week, I sit down with women who've said yes to building something meaningful, often after years of putting everyone else first. We talk business, big dreams, and the mess in between. And of course, a few favorite drinks. So grab a glass, get comfy, and let's pour ourselves into Penny for Your Shots. Hello, friends. I've just come off the most magical, joy-filled, heart-bursting few days, and I couldn't wait to hop on the mic and tell you all about it. Wine Camp 2025 was everything I hoped it would be, and then some. Picture this: brilliant women from all walks of life coming together in Virginia wine country for a weekend of laughter, connection, cocktails, and community. It was hot. Like, as my friend Janet would say, hotter than the hubs of hell. But we made the most of every sun-drenched, wine-soaked moment. And I don't say this lightly. Something truly magical happens when women gather. On that very first night, watching everyone show up, hug old friends, meet new ones, and instantly settle into this space of belonging. It was electric. We stayed on a gorgeous property in the Blue Ridge Mountains, overlooking a pond and pastures. Many campers started their day with a walk around the property, soaking in the views, petting the horses that would walk up to the fence, or just enjoying the sunrise over the ridge, the light dancing on the pond. Others enjoyed the gentle movement classes taught by Robin. And after breakfast together, there was some time to get to know each other a bit, and then we were off to the wineries. Our first stop was Mary Mill Farm and Winery. It was absolutely dreamy to sip wine on that veranda. We were overlooking the whimsical property that Elizabeth Pelly, yes, that same Lizzie Pelly from one of my earlier podcast episodes, and her husband turned into an experience that's part art, part tasting, all amazing. The wines were made or influenced by Emily Hodson. She's the head winemaker at Veritas, which, by the way, some of us pre-visited as a pre-wine camp stop. And she's also one that I interviewed for my podcast a little earlier, too. It's easy to see why these wines are award-winning. We also shared veggie trays with in-house made pimento cheese and hummus. Yum. I loved knowing we were supporting women in Virginia wine who are not only powerhouses in their own right, but also lifting up other women in the industry through collaborations and local events. Next, we visited Keswick Vineyards, where Chris, Vanessa, and Pamela took such great care of us. In air-conditioned comfort, thank you very much. Looking around the room at everyone toasting new and old friendships was another one of those pinch-me moments. Then came Eastwood Farm and Winery, where it started to rain shortly after we arrived. I was there for it. Did I mention how hot it was? I mean, it was hot. I grabbed a bottle, stood out in the courtyard like Wonder Woman in a golf skirt, and I just let that rain sizzle on my shoulders and cool me off. Total core memory. Our friends at Eastwood were ready for us too, with a farm-to-table dinner featuring gorgeous charcuterie boards, flatbread pizzas, including a blueberry bacon one that was just chef's kiss. And for those of us who dared, a few freshly shucked oysters, harvested that morning and opened right in front of us. After our nosh and plenty of sips, and just before we headed back, we snapped a group photo that looked like something off a Beatles album cover, thanks to one of our drivers who directed us to all look in different directions. Epic. Back at Mount Ida, we changed into PJs and caftans and headed up to the tasting room for a little sunset caftailing. We even had an impromptu fashion show on the patio, complete with applause from strangers who clearly appreciated our runway-ready vibes. It was the perfect way to end a full day of tasting and fun. The next day included more exploring around the property, another fabulous movement class led by Robin, and some campers joined me for a brief meditation and visualization breakout session. Others connected over more wine, because why not? We came back together in the afternoon for the pool party and Fitzy's Craft Corner. Let's craft. Cocktails, that is. So we crafted cocktails poolside using a recipe from my sipper club. The Sipper Club is my monthly personally curated cocktail and convo night. Say that 3 times fast. That's become one of my favorite community builders. If you're missing community and would love a great cocktail, you should come join us. Learn more at pennyforyourshots.com/sip. So after making our cocktails at the pool, we soaked up the sunshine. We talked about everything from kids and grandkids to our careers, what's next, and where we've been or where we're dreaming about going. That time together, toes in the water, cocktails in hand, was pure joy and a highlight for nearly everyone. We wrapped up the weekend with Wine Stock, a retro-themed dance party that brought out some incredible 60s and 70s inspired outfits. Lots of groovy moves and a whole lot of laughs. The photo ops on the patio with the mountains and dramatic storm clouds in the distance, they were next level. Here's what some of our campers said. The wine was awesome, but nothing compared with the people I shared it with. Your example of being amazing humans is wonderful to be around. This was an excellent trip. I would have never planned for myself. You guys did a phenomenal job. Y'all, I could cry. Okay, I might have a little bit. They were happy tears. And if you're listening and thinking, dang it, why didn't I go this year? I have great news. Wine Camp 2026 is officially on, and I'd love for you to join us. We're heading to the Finger Lakes in upstate New York, right on the beautiful shores of Seneca Lake, from July 31st through August 2nd, 2026. And friend, this year's theme, chill, clink, sip, repeat. And here's what's in store. We're basically taking over the resort. Picture long talks by the fire pit, belly laughs with s'mores in hand, and of course some wine, and a whole lot of wine-fueled fun. 2 full days of adventure, winery tours, local shopping, and of course some surprises. A sunset dinner cruise on Seneca Lake to close out the weekend. And yeah, you heard that right. Dinner on the lake with live entertainment. And of course, community time, deep conversations, lazy hangs, and new friendships that feel like forever. Oh, and one more thing I know you'll love. No one's cooking meals in 2026. We heard you. Meal prep last year felt a little clunky, so I'm working out the details to make sure you can just relax, sip, and savor. We'll share some snacks, and I may ask for a small contribution for a meal out or at one of the wineries, but the plan is to keep you well fed without needing anyone to turn on a stove. More time for lounging, less time doing dishes. Yes, please. Spots are already going fast, and you can secure your place with a $59 deposit at pennyforyourshots.com/winecamp. After you've submitted your deposit, you'll be able to select your room type. And trust me, you'll want to do that as soon as possible because there are a very limited number of each different room type option available. Whether you're coming solo or bringing your bestie, get your plan in place now so you can pick the room that works best for you. Once you register your room type, you can let me know who you want to bunk with. I'll make it happen. There's something for everyone. Private hotel-style lake rooms with queen beds just for you. Lakeview cabins with shared king beds in private rooms. 2-bedroom cabins with queen beds in each. Those are perfect for a duo who wants separate rooms or 4 friends who don't mind sharing and want to save a little more for spending money. We're keeping it flexible, fun, and focused on connection. So if this episode sparks something in you, if you've been craving sisterhood, laughter, adventure, or just some time to refill your cup, Wine Camp is waiting. Let this be your yes, your leap, your chance to gather with brilliant women who see you, get you, and will absolutely say a toast with and for you. Submit your deposit now at pennyforyourshots.com/winecamp. And if you're thinking of someone who would love this weekend, text them now. Start planning. Let's make it a thing. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep sipping, and I'll see you at the campfire. Cheers. That's a wrap on this episode of Penny for Your Shots. If you loved today's conversation, don't let the inspiration stop here. Get my weekly insider updates straight to your inbox. It's where I spill behind-the-scenes goodies, exclusive tips, and all the fun stuff I don't always share on the podcast. Sign up now at pennyforyourshots.com/insider. I'll see you in your inbox next Thirsty Thursday. Cheers.